Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're at Master License A8 Racing Line Intermediate 3 in the R33 GTR V-Spec 97. Racing Line Intermediate 3. We need a 25-200 to get gold at this test. Now if you've run this course as many times as we have for the Human Comedy Lego Maggiore GT3 race, or the GR3 race, this one you should find right up your street. Let's have a look at the settings. Assists, well, controller settings will be controller steering sensitivity 5, max force feedback 5, force feedback sensitivity 6. Settings will be traction control 1, everything else off. Friends list. Now I wonder if people are starting to understand that I'm pushing for the top spot. A 24,481. What did we say we were needing? A 25,200. So people are pushing almost 8/10 ahead. There's some new names at the top there. But let's give it a dig and let's see where we go. So we come across the right hand side and we normally brake just to the start of that wall. We've hit that nicely. We can climb on top of that curb, but the front end of this washes out. Cut the apex here. A bit of an old slug, isn't it? Is it going to be gold first time? No, it's not. What are we going to do with this one? This has got to be not changing down to second. We changed down to second just here, so we'll just see if we can tap the brakes. Oh, slides, doesn't it? See if we can really get on top of this curb. That's insane. Absolutely insane. There we go. Gold on the second run. And what I mean by insane there is not a lot of room, is there? We're going to knock that traction control down to 0. Let's see where we can push this. I don't think there's a lot in this for me. This car is a bit of a slug. Look at it roll away from the apex. This one I'll just be happy to move on from, I think. But we can't. We've got to push on. We've got to get somewhere near that top 10. Find out what the technique is to make you faster. Traction control 0. There's no change up or anything. No nitrous, just outside the gold. Let's leave the traction control on and see if we can improve. So we're braking just after the start of the curb on the right hand side. The car just wants to fight you at every inch. Gold is gold though. People are 2 seconds quicker than us. That's just a fraction quicker. Oh. We're going to try and lag the brake in. So by that we mean, they call it another word here. So they call it trail braking, but you trail the brake along, so it's like dragging it behind you, so you leave your foot on. There we go, inside the 24s. That's not majestic though, is it? So you've got to sort of trail brake or lag brake your way in, leaving your foot on the brake long into this corner, so you don't let the car wash out. Back on the power, and then the idea is not to lift your foot at all. But see how the back end went? Yeah, that's pretty shocking. Trying to get this one to be anything sort. I wonder if earlier gear changes work on this. This isn't going to be any quicker. 929, no. Going to be a few goes at this, I can tell you. Let's see if we can short shift it. See if the car likes a short shift. As we head to the line, it doesn't look like it. 979, no. It's pretty much the same time as last time. What we've got to try and do is have the only braking motion on this first corner. That was a lift and roll. See if we can keep the power down. No, we've got to lift. It just goes too wide. You can't keep your foot in. I wonder if you can brake and accelerate at the same time coming through that second corner. See how the car reacts to. Ah, ha, 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 ha. We may have found it. Brake and throttle at the same time. Aha. There we go. So, brake and throttle. There's a little technique. So if we watch the brake and throttle indicators down the bottom there, either side of the traction control indicator, as we get into this corner, we're going to brake and throttle. And see how much that gives us as a benefit. It's only the tiniest little braking input. Here we go. Brake and throttle together. Let's see if we can improve on that. Don't even think I'm inside the top 10. Let's see what we can do then. Let's see if we can make this a little bit more. Back on the throttle as early as we can go. The brake and the throttle help to get the front of the car tucked in to make the corner. I don't think we've improved any there. 904, no. No. All still gold though, which does help to be gold. So we're going to turn off the old traction again and see if we can make an impact. Doesn't feel that quick. No. Again, let's see if the brake and throttle thing works into corner one. Looking to keep the front of the car stable, and we're hoping to turn the front of the car in without losing too much momentum. No. So the TC off isn't helping at all. I can't actually imagine how you can be any faster. TC on, it's not seemingly making any difference. And I can't repeat my effort of a 24.829. That's not happening at all. We're going to have to try and find out what the cut limits are. There we go. There's one cut limit. Let's see if we can find the cut limit on the first entry of the corner, the first corner. We feel closer. 24,850. No better. No better whatsoever. And there's no option to use your own car in favour of the rental. We've got to run 2 tyres up that red curb. Oh, I hate to say it, but that feels much quicker. Much quicker. There we go. There we go. We're half a second beyond where we need to be, and that was a line we've explored there. See if we can explore this line even further. Oh, we were close. We want a good turn in. I think we can borrow so much more on this first corner. Run your left wheel up that white part of the red and white curb. You can see how much quicker our Ghost is there over the original Ghost. 24,780. We're finding it. There's more in the first corner and more in the third corner. That's where we've got to exploit it. Feels quick. There we go. Let's exploit more on turn 1. Oh. We need to exploit more, yet be quicker. Still with the TC on 1. This won't be as quick, but yeah, it's up there. We need to exploit 1 and 3. Yeah, we're finding it. We are finding it. We had to do a bit of a lift there because we cut 3 amazingly and it was way too much. Okay, come on, Shamon. It's all about the cut. Exploit the limits. We kept the foot in. Feels good. Feels good. I don't know. 576. We're getting there. Let's have a little look and see where we are now. We get to review this from above the car and just see how far the cut is. Oh, we can cut so much more into the first apex. We can cut a little bit more there, and that's really aggressive cut. We need to cut and turn more. That's decent. A 24,576. We're second at this point then. Let's just have a look at, just for confirmation. Okay, so we have to do a 24-1. So to take 3/10 off that is gonna be a struggle, but now we see where it is. It's all about straight lining. We can cut so much more. With traction control. This is This is decent. Feels like this one's on. A 406. We know we can cut so much more. We haven't found that limit yet in one. We found the limit in 3. I'm a tenth slower with TC off. There it is. Much, much closer. There's the 357. Oh. Let's have a look at that. In the old top right view, just so you can see how much we've stolen. Wasn't really a massive amount of steel. We kept the speed through both apexes, then turning really early, just kept it in, and then run for the line. Just cut everything as much as you possibly can. And there's a 24.3. Still 2.5 tenths to go before we hit that top of the leaderboard situation. But there we are, a whole tenth and a half above and away from everybody else. Well, if that's the case, folks, and we can't do any better at this time, we'll have to come to that later. But we did it without traction control. 0 assists at all except ABS. And with that, thank you, folks. We'll see you at the next one. I think we're off our way on to number 9. We'll see you there. All the best. Take care. And a 4-star ticket to boot.